Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. 008 here, and today I have for you episode number 53 of my Bloons Tower Defense 6 Let's Play series. So in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Intense Bloon Rounds experiment under quests. So let's see, build your defenses and survive the crucible of intense Bloon rounds with a bad on round 30. Pick your hero before jumping in. So I'm not sure if I want to use Benjamin. I'm thinking I should use a hero more focused on popping power rather than on money because there are less rounds. So I think I'm going to go with Soda.
My blade's a legendary!
So, I'm not sure if I'm choosing the right hero or not, but let's go ahead and see how we do. Because Soda does have automatic camo detection, so I think that will be good for us. So, I'm going to see if I can beat this without relying on any income or anything like that. So, let's see what we want to set up with. So, what's on this first round? I'm going to keep auto start off. So, round 1 is just a bunch of red balloons, it looks like. Some blue balloons as well. Let's take a look at our hero XP. Some greens as well, but nothing we can't handle. And we are getting some decent income as well. But part of that is just because of how many balloons there are. So, looks like we are fine on round 1, but that's barely any hero XP, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but let's go ahead and see what we can do with what we can work with. So I'm thinking of focusing on some Bloon popping power for now, and then incorporating some Moab popping power later on. So let's just get a Wall of Fire Wizard for now, that way we have just a bunch of Pierce on our defense just overall to work with. And Soda can take care of purple balloons if any show up. So far we're looking good, and I would like to take an opportunity to ask you all a question. And that's, what kind of content would you like to see most on my channel going forward? Because I am going to continue putting out update coverage videos, which seem to be the most popular of the video types on the channel, which makes sense because everyone just gets hype about updates in general, so they're just something to be excited about. That said, it is definitely helpful to hear what you want to see, whether that be late game content with paragons, or tower testing, or special types of challenges that I create for myself, like the all camo chimps one I made for myself a little while ago. So yeah, make sure to check that out if you haven't already. Accidentally pressed that. So I'm going to go out and go back in here, and we will see what we can do. So I'm thinking maybe a more glaives would be good, just because it's a strong tower overall, especially after the changes it got in the most recent update, version 41. So we can't afford it just yet, but this will still be nice to get. And then after this, I'm thinking I should probably focus more on Moab popping power. So, I definitely do want to keep creating map guide videos and all of that as well, but I would be more than happy to create some more late game content or things with the map editor, other things along those lines, if that is what you want to see. But I would definitely like some feedback in that regard, to know what the viewer base most wants. So let's go ahead and jump again right there. And I'm not sure if it's worth it to remove this, but I will do so right there. And I'm thinking of also getting a village right here. So, thinking that I definitely want to get some jungle drums in the near future. But for now, let's just go for something like a Moab Mauler. And hopefully that will be enough. Looks like we will have to jump here. So, let's go ahead right there. Nice. And we definitely do need more Moab popping power, so let's go ahead and keep on getting more stuff. So, we do need more camo detection as well. So, I'm thinking maybe we should get a shimmer first, and that's what I think I am best off doing. And then we will get some more anti-Moab defense over here as well. And the Morglaives is doing a great job against ceramics and all of that. So Moabs are what we need to be focused on right now.
Clean cuts and still
So
cuts a
let's see.
tomato.
Bigger radius should allow us to place one or two more Moab Maulers over here while still keeping them in range. So, I'd say we're looking good so far. We may end up selling some stuff to get more proper defense in the near future. More proper depending on what is coming out, whether it's going to be giant ceramic waves or if it's going to be BFBs, DDTs, and all that stuff. So I'm just thinking what kind of towers we should end up getting.
Big, red, and slicing! Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
So I'm thinking we should work on getting something that works well with an alchemist, perhaps. So let's go ahead and get a super monkey, I suppose, to start. And even though it was indirectly nerfed in the most recent update, I'm thinking of going for something like a Robo Monkey. The indirect nerf part coming from the fact that the super and epic range upgrades are now more expensive.
Still, that's a
But
get ready.
let's see
Moab.
if it ends up working well or not. So here we are with epic range, but we do need about $6,000 more for the Robo Monkey. And once we get that, I will get my Alchemist and then focus on some other upgrades like laser and plasma blasts for better pierce and damage and all of that. So let's go ahead and see. So we are getting some ceramic waves and all of that are coming out, as well as some BFBs, but it's nothing we can't handle. And we're not far off from a Robo Monkey right now. And something tells me I will not need much, if any, more balloon popping power, that I just need to focus on Moabs. So let's go ahead and keep going with that. There's our Robo Monkey. I'll set it to first and strong, or maybe first and close. Let's go first close for now. And I will put the Alchemist where it can only buff the Robo Monkey. There's AMD for some more ceramic and Moab damage in short bursts, as well as lead popping power, which we will get by default with plasma, but we do not have that just yet. So we can definitely work on getting some more defense that is better against larger Moab class balloons, especially because of what we will have to deal with on round 30. And I don't know if I should get laser and plasma blasts. I mean, they are on the cheaper side, so something tells me that I would be better off getting them just because. But after that, I am just going to focus on Moab popping power, purely that, because I think that's what I need the most of right now. And DDTs may be coming out soon, I don't know, because I've never played this quest before. But let's go ahead and see what we need. So yes, there are DDTs coming out. So, looks like we definitely do need more defenses that can pop both black and lead balloons. So let's go ahead and see if frag bombs helps here. I'm not sure if they still will pop black balloons, but it looks like they don't anymore. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see what is best against DDTs. I don't know if this is good, but I'm going to sell 2 of the Moab Maulers, and we will see if getting them back is a good idea. So far so good, but there may be a lot more Moabs in the near future. And because Soda is leveling up very slowly, this may be a little bit more challenging and possibly problematic, but let's see. So there's our second Mauler back right there.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Moab!
Good. So far, so good. And Shimmer is definitely helping us against the camos. And these DDTs are more spaced, so they shouldn't be an issue. And we are good so far. Still good. So I'm thinking of getting something maybe like a sticky bomb. I don't know if that's going to be best for what we need. So let me check the price. So we're looking at probably around $8,500 or so. And if we can get that, I'm thinking that may be good for what we need right now. So I am going to cut the video here because I would also like to weigh my options in regards to other towers without without taking too long or distracting from the main point of the video by doing so. So I will be back shortly. Alright, so we are back. Unfortunately, my recording software did not manage to capture round 28, but with our defense, we did manage to beat it without any difficulty. So let's go ahead and change things up because round 29 has a lot of DDTs in it. I know that because I have tried it repeatedly thus far. Getting close to beating it, but not beating it just yet. So let's go ahead and get some sticky bombs and almost get a spike storm right there. And I'm going to be using a rather micro-heavy solution to this round, and hopefully it works out well in the end. So now that we sold that, let's get our ninja back and upgrade it over time. Let's use that. Bad ability timing, but we do get the spike storm, which is good. And let's see if this is enough for these DDTs. Looks like I used it a little too early, so let's give that another try. And we will sell these and place the sticky bombs again right there. And the spike storm as soon as we can afford it. And let's go again. Take 2.
Get that ZOMG!
Let's try that. Maybe that's a little bit better on the timing. So let's use Soda's ability right there. There's the spike storm, and there's our second sticky bomb back. And maybe we should get something like a recursive cluster once we can afford it. So that DDT is getting a little too far, so that's bad. Let's try again. So Morglaives is really helping us out here, so it looks like we definitely need to keep that around until after this round. Because as we know, there is a bad balloon next round, So let's go ahead and try again right here.
Get that ZOMG!
So we got that. Let's do that. And let's get this and use the Spike Storm once we can. So there's that. Missed the ability for sorta just a little bit there, but it looks like we are okay. I forgot the second sticky bomb though at the proper timing, so that means we have to retry again. If I had gotten that up at the right time, things would have been different though. So I don't know why I keep doing that with the monkey business and monkey commerce, as in getting it before selling the Robo Monkey. But it is what it is, and it turns out that this does make tier 0 towers, quote unquote, a little bit cheaper, just like it does with up through tier 3. So let's try this once more, and hopefully we do not have any problems this time. So sell that. Try this again. Can't fit the bomb shooter in there, unfortunately. There's Soda's ability. Spike Storm, sell. And I don't know why I can't get this. Oh, crap, I forgot that. So, it looks like we are barely good there. So, let's sell that second sticky bomb and see what we can do here. So let's get a recursive cluster right there. Maybe that will help us enough. And let's get a Moab press, I suppose. I don't know if this is going to be what we need or not, but let's see if it is. Let's see if it is, not it is, good enough. That said, we cannot afford it, so that is a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to sell this and get a more glaives over here once I can afford it. Let's get that. Hopefully it's enough. It's not in range of the village, but we will see if it is sufficient or not. So that's very close with the blue balloons there, but it's still a problem. So let's try this again. So sell this. This time I didn't do that with the monkey commerce. So let's try that. Here's this. And let's see if we can make it work this time. Sell that. May have been a little early. Or not. There we go. We get the ability working right there. And the ability spikes do manage to save us from those ceramics and all at the end right there. So let's sell that second sticky bomb, since only one can be applied on a given Moab class balloon at a time.
Clean
And
cuts,
let's
still
get another
cuts
more
a
glaives
tomato.
and see if this is sufficient. Hopefully it is. Let's see what we can do. So I don't think we need the wizard at this point. That said, I don't know what I want to get in its place. So let's just keep on going here and see what we need. And maybe I'll sell the sticky bomb once we popped enough Moab class balloons. So let's get a bomb shooter right there. And I don't know about that sort of timing, but let's go ahead and get this. And we're still really close. I'm going to do that exact thing again, except with more glaives instead of recursive cluster, because more glaives is the new recursive cluster at this point in the game. given what Ninja Kiwi has done for balancing.
DDT! Get that
Didn't mean to get
ZOMG!
Sharp Sharkins there. Let's see. Get one more sticky, sell that, and see if this ends up working. Or rather, when it works, because it's not a question of if my strategy works, but rather when. So, sell that. A little bit late there again with the sticky bomb, getting the second one back up, so let's go once more. Sell all of that. Right there. Let's try now.
Get that ZOMG!
Sell that. And immediately after we use the Spike Storm, we will have to sell it. So, spam that until we get it. And let's get our other Morglaives right there. And sell this and get a Moab Crest. There's that. Hopefully it's enough. And that's not good. We cannot miss those balloons, otherwise we lose. So, I don't really care that these stupid things keep happening that shouldn't, because my strategy will work and I will prove it.
DDT! Get that ZOMG!
So let's go right there. And see. This time. There we go. Get this back. Charge up the Spike Storm.
Leaping sword!
Good timing there with the Soda ability right there. And let's get another Boomerang up right there. Sell right there. Get this.
아싸! 지렸다리!
And hopefully we don't have a bunch of stupid yellow balloons at the end this time. That said, let's get another Boomerang right there. And I'll sell the Sticky Bomb and get a Morglaives instead once I am able to afford it. So let's try. Or rather, not once I'm able to afford it, but once it is convenient and beneficial. So, there we go, right there. And it looks like we do beat round 29 right there. Let's go out and back in. So, I don't know what I need to do for round 30 here. There is a bad balloon. At first I was thinking it would just be a bad balloon. But let's feel it out. Let's see what there is. Of course this won't beat it. But let's see what there is. Just purples and a bad, it looks like. So, it looks like First Strike is the way to go here, if we can afford it. So let's sell all that. And see. Right here, if we can get this. So, looks like we cannot get it in range of that village. But what we can do is expand the range of the village with another village. So, let's get Ballistic Missile, and there is First Strike. That said, we will need to charge this up twice, not just once, so let's see if what we want to do is maybe I'll sell that and get a reactor for the faster ability cooldown. And strike as soon as we can. And we need to get this back right there. Let's get the commerce right there. And it looks like we need to sell this, unfortunately. Didn't mean to use that. I meant to use First Strike, but it's not charged up yet. And We don't
Ready to
want
slice.
that. We actually want the bad layer to not pop.
Hey.
So I'll sell sorta right there, and hopefully these ZOMGs don't pop just yet, and we can use the first strike once more. How much damage are these doing? Like 6 each, it looks like. And they do pop into BFBs, so that's not good. But I do know what we need. So let's go ahead. This time I'm not going to sell. This time I'll just keep the reactor and the first strike and see what we can do with that. So let's village the village right there. And get this. And sell all these towers that we do not need anymore. So, looks like we cannot get the discount there, but we can sell this and get that. And let's see here. And I'll sell Soda so that she doesn't deal unnecessary damage as soon as all the purples are popped.
What's next? Attack as one!
There we go. Just need to wait for this to charge up twice more. So there's that. That's unfortunate. Let's just see if we can buy it again. Sell that. And it should charge up quicker this time. It only pops 1. And we can't afford it again. So let's just be more cautious this time. I have an idea. Sell everything, including the village, except Soda. And put a village right there. Get our first strike and our reactor. And
Attack as one!
there's number 1.
What's next?
And looks like we just need to use this one more time, and then I'll sell and rebuy. That way we won't have to wait as long. So sell this, use this, and it still pops into ZOMGs. That is not what we want. Okay, I have an idea then. I have another idea. Change of plans, since this ends up popping into ZOMGs regardless after 2 strikes, it seems. So let's go back to villaging the village right there. And get the first strike and the reactor. So it looks like we do need to sell this. And what do we want? A mauler or something? It's not a lot of damage. But it's all we can afford, it looks like. So let's use that immediately.
Attack as one!
And let's use this as soon-ish as we can. And I'll wait until it to be at 20% health remaining before I use the first strike again. And that should pop the ZOMGs inside as well with the same hit, rather than leaving ZOMGs left for us to clean up. And let's sell the reactor, we don't need that. So, sell that, and sell that. 2 maulers and Soda right there. And let's wait just a little bit longer. Just because we can. Use 1 more of these, sell, and sell, and strike, and there we go. We did beat this intense Bloons challenge right there. Amazing, the Bloons are no match for you. So, there is our strategy. It looks like we did not have to micro until the last 2 rounds. 29 was definitely a challenge and annoying as well, but we did beat it, and we had enough cash left for microing again on round 30 to use what we needed to use there. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment down below to let me know what kind of Bloons TD6 content you would like in the near future on this channel. And one more note as well. I am still preparing for my 3,000 subscriber special video, even though we are significantly past 3K. I have not forgotten about that, and I am planning on releasing that in the next week, I'll say. I don't want to over-promise and under-deliver. I would rather under-promise and over-deliver. But that is that. So stay tuned for our 3,000 subscriber special in the near future on this channel. Thank you all for watching once again. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and subscribe for more interesting content. And I'll talk to you all again in the next video. Peace out.